Morning everyone, Sunday morning, hope you're keeping well and great to have you with me. Nice and easy does it on an easy Sunday morning. Two bets for you today, one running at Pontefract and the other one running at Fosslas. I'm just looking at the prices now, 11 to 2 and 13 to 2. So we're over a 40 to 1 double here on a nice and easy Sunday morning. And I'll give you these two bets in just a minute or two. So get your pens and papers ready, get your cup of coffee ready, get your cup of tea ready and give it a stir, the old mash the tea job, and I'll give you these two bets. Hope you're keeping well. I'm looking for a really big week of betting ahead of us. I've got a big ammunition lined up, especially one tomorrow in Ireland, I can tell you that, and that's going to be a very exciting bet. I'm going to give you free of charge on this line, but as I do have a 40 to 1 double coming up to you in just 1 second. And then I'll crank this up and we'll get stuck into it. Ballinrobe is the port of call tomorrow. Ballinrobe. And that's where I'll be heading with your big free bet tomorrow. Yeah, it's me. So we do like that. I think that makes sense. Got the daily double. The daily double. And that's what's coming up right now for you. The daily double on this Sunday morning. Well, I hope you're keeping well, as I say. A little bit frustrating on this line yesterday. But you have to look at the facts of what's going on. I tipped you 5 horses on here if you called yesterday. Nearly 2,000 people did. 25 to 1, 10 to 1, 5 to 1, 9 to 1 and 11 to 2. 2 of the horses out of the 5 frames. So 40% of the horses come in 9 to 1 and 5 to 1 each ways. But the average price, as you can see, 11 to 2, 9 to 1, 5 to 1, 10 to 1 and 25s is around my usual 7 or 8 to 1. So they're not all going to win, that's for sure. And it's very, very much a long-term project when you're backing big price horses. I've backed more big price winners than anyone, but they can't all win. Yesterday, a second, a fourth and a fifth and 25 to 1 down the Old Kent Road. But there are big prices and that's what we're talking about. But 2 of them out of the 5, backed each way, sent you to the payout counter. Now, I know this might frustrate a lot of people, but I did tell you this was my second rate information compared to my private clubs and my people who put money on. They're all getting their ream gear. They get my ream gear. Yesterday on my Syndicate Super Club, which is my #1 private club, it's a subscription club which was advertised on here 3 years ago and has been milking the bookies dry ever since with big price winners. 1 bet yesterday, 1 winner. 14 to 1, a horse called Going Underground. That follows Friday's 5 to 1 winner, horse called Come In. That was over there in Ireland. And other winners this week on that service included Bear Prophet, which won 11 to 2. You've got horses like Desert Cave, which won at 5 to 1. Also, both in Ireland, you'll know them. Bear Prophet was in Ireland, hadn't run for 9 months. That was given to my Syndicate Super Club. Desert Cave, 5 to 1, another job horse. And as I say, Going Underground was the only bet of the day yesterday for my private clubs. It won last night at 14 to 1. And they obviously are very, very happy indeed. Got a lot of members in there, been with me a long time, and a lot of them call this line. So, you know, whatever I say on here has to be the absolute ream gear because they are watching. My private club is watching. The world is watching. The world is watching. You know, so whatever's coming across here is the truth and nothing but the truth, and that's how it is. So Going Underground won at 14 to 1. I can't pick 10 horses on here. I could pick 10, but I can't. I have to segregate it. Most people only want 3 or 4, right? Yesterday you got 5. But essentially, I don't want to go overboard and give you too many horses. So I have to pick out which I think is the best one for where. Product placement. And the product placement for my private clients has to come first. And a 14 to 1 shot was shot in there with Going Underground, the 1 bet of the day. And that followed Come In, which won the day before at 5 to 1 and onward and upward. Desert Cave, as I say. Bear Prophet, 11 to 2, another absolute fantastic Irish winner. Geneva, last Friday, 6 to 1. Was not on here either. Top Gun Semi, 11 to 2. All winners in the last fortnight on my private club. Was not on here either. Rich Belief, another big Saturday winner a week on Saturday, was not on here. They can't be. They can't be because the private clubs pay a subscription and they get the best top of the range gear, as I say. So that's how it's working and that's how it does work and that's how it always works. I have to respect my private club members. Frustrating, I know, for those people, but if you're having it for free, You're not going to get my best gear. You're just not. Sometimes you will. When I decide to duplicate things, you will get it for free. But I can't do that all the time. There's been no point. I wouldn't have a private club, would I? I wouldn't have a private subscription club for 3 years. I wouldn't be able to do that. And they are my paying members. They are my absolute VIP members. And they are my trusted allies. So I can't do that. I can't duplicate private bets on here. On occasions, but not too often. Okay, so with that in mind, we're going to stick to the big price anomaly, and we're going to go to Foss, Lass and Pontefract for your 2 Sunday specials, and I'm going to have 2 singles each way, and I'm going to have an each way double on these 2 respective horses. And then I'll be back a little bit later on today. I'm going to come back today. I'll come back after this 5 o'clock at Pontefract has ran. That'll be about 5:30. I'll come back after the 5:30 time, and I'll update it with tomorrow's action. As I say, on Monday. I've already got one at Ballinrobe I want to give you. I may have one at Thirsk as well. You know me up in Yorkshire. I cane the bookies big time usually up there. Well, I may have one up there as well. We'll see how it goes in the next few hours. A lot of information coming through. And also at Chepstow there may be a bet because I've got a 2 penciled in there in handicaps. All my horses are in handicaps, by the way. They're all handicap bets. Hence they're all pretty much big prices. And that's how it works, and that's why my average price is around 7 to 1. And that's right, what I do when I connect on a double, I usually hit a 50 to 1 double and 300, 400 to 1 trebles when they go in. So you can't win every time on them, obviously. Well, I've got 2 bets to give you. Big day yesterday, long day, obviously, a long night as well for me with going underground, doing the business as well. Just going to double check a price here right now for you. Double check a price. And so a quick look at this and then we'll go into it. Yeah, the going underground was a lovely end to the day for everyone. It really was at Ayr in the 7:55, 14 to 1. Paula Muir rode it, and I know all about it, and it just got home by a neck. Oh, little Paula doing the business. So that was great. Well done to all the members. Not so, didn't quite connect on the main line, but as I've told you, all the prices were big prices, and 2 out of the 5 did frame. And they come 5th, 2nd, 4th, and 2nd. Yeah, and the other one was down the pan, 25 to 1, but they are. Right, should we get on? Yeah, I think we should. And a lot to do. Have a nice cup of tea in the morning. And nice cup of tea in a minute. Nice cup of tea. Don't know if you have tea or coffee, do you? Tea or coffee. Sometimes I have the coffee, and sometimes I'm just going to have the water, because, I'm going to have a glass of water now. Oh, it's making a noise, isn't it? I've done it. I took the top off. Do it the correct way, eh? Instead of just drinking from the bottle. You have to excuse me, but, it's my home, and it's my house, and it's my office, and it's my channel. And I'm going to be with you a very, very long time on this channel, because I'm loving every minute of it, and I want to share all my knowledge and information, and I want to share as much as I can with you. I can't share everything with you. I can't. I've told you that. But I'm sharing as much as I can. In the last 3 weeks, since the 1st of June, I've sent you a pile of winners, and it's been a pleasure to do that, and there'll be a pile more to come, you can guarantee that. Right, 2:10 at Foss Lass, first bet of the day of this nice little cheeky little double, a cheeky little double. Let's go to the 2:10 at Foss Lass. The ground conditions at Foss Lass are good to soft in places, and the horse I'm on here is number 1. It's called Vince Lombardi, and big name in American football, Vince Lombardi. Well, Daniel and Claire Kubler are a big name in the horse racing trainership, and Safi Osborne's a big name in riding horses. So let's all 3 hopefully can do the business. With number 1, Vince Lombardi in the 2:10 at Foss Lass. Off a mark of 74. Needed the run last time out when it ran last time at Haydock, when Ross Orion rode the horse. Finished 7th of 10, I believe, 7th of 10. Pretty good run considering it had only had 2 runs in 12 months. And I think this gelding needed the run certainly last time out, and first time out definitely when it come last of 13. Although, take heed, it was sent off 4 to 1 favourite that day at Windsor. So it must be doing something right at home. And I think now the horse should be absolutely cock on. Daniel and Claire Kubler, not doing too bad at all. They had a winner 5 runs ago, going A-OK. And they also had 2 winners a few runs before that. They had 3 winners, this husband and wife team, in the past. Yeah, in the past. What are you doing? In the past. 12 runs. Yeah, Daniel and Claire Cooper. Saffy Osborne, well, plenty of winners. Number 1, Vince Lombardi. 210 at first last. It's your first bet of the day. No conferring. Your starter for 10, Bamba. I think that's where that came from there. The old Bamba Gascoigne, who's answering questions and asking questions in the sky. Bamba, let's have a samba bamba. Right, the second bet runs at one of my happy hunting grounds called Pontefract, where they make the cakes, and where they used to start at 2:45 in the afternoon, always, because that's when the miners could come up from the mines, when there were mines. They used to come up from the mines so they could get to the races. Nothing like that happens no more. Nobody goes to the races, do they? Not very often. Pontefract tomorrow, how many's going to be there? Not that many. So they're not coming from the mines. Short of money, how can they pay? Right, they can't. They need the money. They can't get in the tracks. It's too dear to get in. It's too expensive, and they can't get through the door, so they watch them on television. Well, you can't blame them. So that's why the tendencies struggle there, but it's not my problem. 5 o'clock at Pontefract. Right, where should we go? Oh yeah, this is interesting. There's just been a withdrawn horse in here, and it's opened the door, I think, for mine. Number 4, it's called the Turpinator. The Turpinator. Love that name. The Turpinator. I had a big win on this horse. It was a couple of years ago, and it ran at Kempton Park, and it won at 7-1. I had a big touch on it, and I think it could land as another big touch today. Grant Chewer trains a 7-year-old. Jason Hart rides it. I think the horse is very well in at the weights, off a mark of 82. It's dropped £2 since its last run, which was a good run at York. But what I'm hearing, it needed the run. It hadn't ran since February. That was in June the 14th. It's been given 9 days to get ready, eat up, work well, and now it's at the track. It's priced at 13-2. I think that's tip-top value. 5 o'clock at Pontefract then. It's number 4. It's called the Turpinator, and I'm on each way in the 5 o'clock at Pontefract. Well, there we go. Quite a long message. But I just wanted to tell you what was going on across the board with my private clubs. 14-1 winner, 5-1, 11-2, 11-2 again, 5-1, 8-5-1. I've got so many 5-1 winners there. Desert Cave 5-1, Come in 5-1, Top Gun Semi was 11-2, Rich Belief 5-1, Bear Profit 11-2, Geneva 6-1. We're going underground yesterday or last night, 1-4, 14-1. So all's well on the private club, as they say. And I'll be hoping today that we could connect with Vince Lombardi and the Terminator. Or the Turpinator, even better. The Turpinator. There used to be a cricketer called the Turbinator. I don't know if he still plays. I think he played for India. He was a good bowler. The Turbinator. Great name as well. 5 o'clock at Ponty then. Well, you've got 2 bets there. There we go. Whatever that means. I shall be back tonight at 5:30, and we're going into action at the Ballon Road Express. We're going to Ireland, and you know what happens there? Bingo.